Okay. Welcome everyone to our Invigorating Vinyasa class. Welcome. For those of you who are catching up later, hello and thank you for joining us. Today's class is, as I said, Invigorating Vinyasa. So we're mainly going to be working with sun salutations today. We're going to be taking a nice gentle flow through the movements, speeding up in some parts to generate a little bit of heat, and then ending the class on the floor with some nice deep stretching before we make our way into Shavasana. So as we do with most of our my yoga classes, we're going to begin with a short meditation just to get us into our breathing, help us ground ourselves and feel centered, allow the breath to settle. So for this, I invite you to sit up onto a cushion or a block if you have one, just something that can bring the hips a little bit higher than the knees, allow the knees to drop down. This will open up the legs and allow the circulation to start to keep moving while we're in this seated position. From here, we're going to sit up straight and tall. So imagining that there is a piece of string all the way from the bottom of the spine, coming all the way up through the spine, through the crown of the head, lifting you straight and tall. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down the back, so the shoulder blades are released, and take the hands out onto the knees here. Here we're going to close down the eyes. Use the space to come into our breathing. So we're going to take some deep and controlled breaths here. First of all, drawing a deep inhale through the nose for the count of 2, 3, 4, 5. Then exhale through the mouth for the count of 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Continuing, trying to draw the breath out a little longer. Allowing the change between the inhale and the exhale to come immediately, so you're not pausing at the top. You switch to the exhale. And here, noticing how the breath is feeling in the body. Noticing how when we focus on the breath, the rest of the body can feel a lot calmer, a lot more relaxed. And how any thoughts or stresses just start to melt away. Using this space to set an intention for the practice. Maybe there is something that you want to achieve through your yoga practice. Maybe you simply want to dedicate your practice to something or someone. finding your why. Why are you practicing yoga? We're going to keep that why at the forefront of our mind throughout the practice today. Dedicating each move, each breath to that why. And here, as we enjoy this moment of calm, peace, stillness, we can really connect with our bodies and our minds, checking in. Showing yourself gratitude for showing up on the mat today. Let's just say a little thank you to our bodies and our minds. And from here, we're slowly going to start to add some movement into our practice. So first of all, let's drop the chin down towards the top of the chest. Face the head down towards the mat. And here, feel the stretch in the back of the neck. And we bring the head back up through center, allowing it to fall all the way back, facing up towards the sky. And feeling the stretch in the front of the neck. Continuing with your nice, long, deep breath here. Staying connected with the breath. From here, we're going to drop the head all the way back down again. Start to send the head round in some deep neck circles. Moving slowly. Rolling out any tension that you may be feeling in the neck area. Let's send the head back in the opposite direction. And bring the head back to center. Gently opening the eyes now, resting the gaze on the floor in front of you. Taking the arms by the side and continuing with our nice slow breath here. As we draw in a deep inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up towards the sky. Reaching, so we're lifting up through the ribcage and core area. Then as we exhale, we're going to draw the arms down, taking them behind the back, interlacing the fingers, rolling the shoulders back, feeling the stretch across the front of the shoulders. We release the hands. On the next inhale, sweep the arms back up towards the sky. This time, as you exhale, we're going to drop the right arm down towards the side of the body. Lean the left arm over, coming into a side body stretch. Here, feeling the stretch all the way through from the hip up to the fingertips. So we're trying to create a really nice long line here through the side body. On the next inhale, come back to center, both arms back up to the sky. As you exhale, let's drop that left arm down, lean the right arm over, stretching in the opposite direction. And again, aiming to create that lovely long line through the side body. Feeling the stretch all the way through the obliques, through the armpit, through to the fingertips. Inhale, come back up to center. This time as we exhale, we're going to take a twist, twisting towards the right side, taking the left hand over the right knee. The right arm goes all the way back behind us, and we look back over the right shoulder, coming into our seated spinal twist. Here we're continuing to imagine that piece of string stretching through the crown of the head. So we're sitting straight, tall, but just twisting the spine. On the next inhale, come back to center, take both arms back up to the sky. This time as we exhale, we're going to twist in the opposite direction, looking back over that left shoulder. Right hand goes over the left knee. Feeling that nice deep twist in the spine. And on your next inhale, let's come back to center. We're going to move ourselves off the cushion now, or the block, whatever is underneath you, and start to move ourselves up into our tabletop position. So here we want to be taking the knees directly below the hips. The hands are going to come with a nice wide grip directly below the shoulders. And from here, we're going to start to warm up our spines with some cat-cows. So as we inhale, we push the belly down towards the floor. We look up to the sky. We create the curve in the spine. And then as we exhale, we're going to round up the spine, drop the head between the shoulders, look straight in towards the belly. Inhale, belly drops, looking up towards the sky. And exhale, rounding. Continuing with the rhythm of this breath. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, arching the back. Moving at your own pace here. Each time trying to deepen a little more in the movement. We're really trying to loosen up that spine. On your next exhale, we're going to come back to a flat back. We're going to start to work on engaging the core a little bit here. So first of all, just staying in this tabletop position, I want you to imagine that you are trying to suck your belly button up towards the spine. So you're really engaging all of those core muscles, trying to flatten the belly. As you do that, we're going to take the right arm straight out in front of us, coming into a nice straight line. Engaging the core to keep that arm lifted. From here, we're going to take the opposite leg, the left leg back behind us. So coming into a nice straight line. Now the core is really having to work hard to keep both the arm and the leg lifted. Here we're going to draw a nice deep inhale. Then as we exhale, we're going to round up the spine and bring the elbow and the knee together to meet in the middle, crunching. As we inhale again, we take the arm and the leg back out, reaching. Exhale, arm and the leg come together, crunching. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, crunching. Inhale, reaching. And this time, from our nice straight line, we're going to put a bend in the back leg. We're going to take the right arm back behind us and grab hold of the foot, kicking into the hand and rising up into a tiger pose. So here we're stretching across the front of the chest, through the shoulders, and we're feeling that back bend. Kicking the leg as much as we can into that hand to give that nice deep bend. Then from here, we release the leg, we release the hand, we come back down to a tabletop position. We're going to give that left wrist a nice little roll out, releasing any tension. We've been balancing on that wrist for a little while now, so just give that a nice little shake. And then we come back to our flat back to our tabletop position. Okay, let's talk to our core, talk to our abs, suck the belly button up towards the spine, engage. This time we're going to stretch the left arm out in front of us in a straight line. And kick the opposite leg, the right leg back behind us. Engage the core, keep both the arm and the leg lifted. You can face down straight towards the mat, so we're keeping the neck aligned with the spine. Drawing a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bringing the elbow and the knee together to meet, crunching, rounding up the spine. Inhale, take the arm and the leg back out, reaching. Exhale, together to meet, crunching. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach out. And this time we're going to put that bend in the back leg, take the arm back behind us, grab hold of the foot, kick into the hand, rise up into our tiger pose. Feeling the stretch through the chest, through the shoulders, and the back bends here. Continue to breathe. Then we release the leg, we release the hand, we come back down to tabletop, we get that right wrist this time, a nice little roll out, releasing the tension. And let's push back into a child's pose, take a rest, bringing the buttocks back towards the heels, allowing the forehead to drop towards the mat. Breathe deeply. On your next inhale, we are going to rise back up to our tabletop position. Spread the hands really nice and wide in front of you. Tuck the toes at the back. Push the hips high and push back into downward dog. Our first downward dog of the day. Driving the hips high, driving the chest towards the thighs. We can start to pedal out each of the legs one at a time, putting a nice gentle bend in each of those legs. Walking through our downward dog. Just noticing how the backs of the legs are feeling. Then from here we start to walk forward towards the top of the mat. Coming here into a forward fold. Now we can put a slight bend in the knees here, trying to drop the chest towards the thighs. Take the hands onto the elbows and give it a rock from side to side, coming into ragdoll pose. The head and the neck are relaxed. Then from here, we're going to sweep the arms open, rising all the way up to standing. We bring the hands into prayer overhead. And then we drive them down towards the heart center. Coming into mountain pose now. So here we're trying to stack all the joints nicely above each other. Bringing the body into a nice straight line. The shoulders are centered, the palms are opened up in front of us. The neck is aligned with the spine. Here we can close down the eyes. This mountain pose acts as a nice rest pose for our practice. This is where we're going to start and end each of our sun salutations today. So this first round of sun salutation, we're going to take nice and slowly as we get into our rhythm. And we're going to start to speed up a little bit, generate some heat. So allowing the breath to settle here. Feeling the strength in the body, feeling the energy starting to pulse. If you're not already, we're going to make our way to the top of the mat in our mountain pose. Draw in a nice deep inhale and sweep the arms up towards the sky. We bring the hands in prayer overhead. As we exhale, hinging at the hips, we're going to fold the body forward, coming into a forward fold. Next inhale, we're going to straighten out the spine, raising halfway, coming into a flat back. Exhale, we roll back down. We place the hands solidly at the top of the mat, and we step back into a plank position. So here we're bringing the body into a nice straight line, engaging that core once more to keep the body straight. From here, you have two options to move through your vinyasa. The first, we drop the knees, and then we come down slowly, bending the elbows, chin and chest towards the ground. And then slowly, as we inhale, we rise up into a cobra position. So here in this cobra position, the hips are flat against the floor, the legs are flat underneath us. This is our first option for vinyasa. The second option from plank is to lower with the body in a nice straight line. So this is our full chaturanga. We're bending the elbows. We're coming all the way down towards the ground. And then just before we reach it, we roll forward onto the tops of the toes. This time the hips are lifted and the legs are lifted. There's nothing but the toes and the hands on the mat. We're coming into up dog. So finding the option that suits you best here, either here we're in up dog or cobra. Draw in a deep inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to tuck the toes and push the body back to downward dog. Meeting here in downward dog. Breathe deeply. From here, we look forward between the hands. We step, hop, or jump forward to the top of the mat, coming back to forward fold. Then we inhale, we sweep the arms up to the sky. We exhale, we bring the hands back to heart center. So let's do that one more time, a little bit quicker. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands, step or jump back into plank. Now here you can take your vinyasa, either dropping the knees or coming full chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or to up dog. And then exhale, tuck the toes, push back, downward dog. Taking a breath here in downward dog. We look forward between the hands. We step, hop or jump forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands, step, hop or jump back, plank. Take your vinyasa, lower either through chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Take your breath in downward dog. Look forward between the hands, step, hop or jump forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands, step or jump back, plank. Take your vinyasa, lowering either to cobra or to up dog. Exhaling to down dog. This time in downward dog, we're going to inhale and sweep the right leg up towards the sky, coming into a three-leg dog. We're going to bring the right knee forward, bringing it through to the chest and planting the foot forward between the hands at the front of the mat. We're going to drop the back knee, untuck the back toes, sweep the arms up to the sky and come into a low lunge. So here we're driving the hips down towards the mat, opening the chest up towards the sky. Here, ensuring that that front knee is not overextending that ankle. So you kind of want to have this 90-degree angle here. If you feel like you're having to lean, you feel like the front knee is overextending that ankle, you feel like you have more range of movement in the hips, all you need to do is walk that foot further forward to allow yourself to lunge deeper. So finding your own level. From here, we're going to bring the hands forward towards the top of the mat. We're going to push the body back, straightening out the front leg, and coming into a half split here. So here we're trying to drop the head and the chest down towards that front right knee. The right leg is in a nice straight line. You can feel the stretch all the way along the back of the leg. Using the hands on the mat here to keep your stability. Then we walk the hands back to the top of the mat. We tuck the back toes, we engage the back leg to lift it, and we swing the right leg back, we come back to plank. Take your vinyasa again, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, the left leg goes up to the sky. We bring the knee through to the chest and we plant the left foot forward between the hands. We drop the back knee, untuck the back toes, sweep the arms up to the sky, low lunge. Driving those hips down towards the mat, opening the chest towards the sky. Then we bring the hands forward towards the top of the mat. We start to push the body back, straightening out that front leg, coming in to our half split. The left leg is in a nice straight line. And we're trying to melt the head and the chest down towards the left knee, using the hands to keep us stable. From here, we're going to walk the hands back to the top of the mat. Tuck the back toes, engage that back leg to lift it. And this time we're going to step the right leg forward so we come back to forward fold. Dropping the chest towards the thighs. Taking the hands onto the elbows, hanging in our forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands. Step or jump back, plank. Take your vinyasa, either dropping the knees or coming full chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Bring the foot forward and plant it between the hands. This time, keeping the back leg lifted, we keep the left hand on the floor at the inside of the right foot, and we sweep the right arm up towards the sky, coming into a twist, looking straight towards the right hand in the sky. Then we drop that right hand back down towards the mat. We step the right leg back to plank. We take our vinyasa, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Step it forward between the hands. This time we keep the right hand planted on the mat and we sweep the left arm up to the sky, twisting in the opposite direction. We're looking straight towards that left hand. Then we bring the left hand back down towards the top of the mat. We're going to step the right leg forward, back to forward fold. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Breathing deeply here. Taking a moment in our mountain pose, just to resettle the breath. Checking in with how the body is starting to feel. Maybe you're feeling a little warmer now. We've done a few rounds of sun salutations. From here, we're going to start to move into a few balancing poses. So just getting solid on both feet for a moment. Coming up onto the balls of the feet, bringing the toes up. And then allowing the toes to gently rest down so that they feel soft, they're not digging into the ground beneath you. We're going to find a focus point, something in front of you that isn't moving, something that you can rest your gaze at in these poses. Once you've found that focus point, we're going to look through the focus point with a nice soft gaze. And so you start to shift the body weight onto the left leg. So the left leg will be our standing leg first of all. As we do that, keeping the hands in prayer at heart center, we're slowly going to lift the right knee up. Keeping that right knee lifted. Then we're going to grab the right knee with the right hand, take the left arm out to the side of the body and start to swing the knee open. So we're opening it out to the side. Using this left arm here as a counterbalance to keep you steady. Find your stillness. If you want to go even deeper, you can. You can stay here if this feels right for you. For those that want to go deeper, we're going to hook the big toe and then start to straighten the leg out to the side, coming into hand to toe. Beautiful. From here, we're going to put the bend back into the knee. Place the flat of the foot either onto the thigh or onto the calf. So here we're opening that right hip up. The right knee is pressed out towards the side. The right foot is rooting through the left standing leg. And we can take the arms up to the sky, coming into tree pose. Continue to breathe deeply here. Focusing on that point in front of you. From here, we're going to bring the hands down into prayer at heart center. We're going to release the right knee in front of us, not letting it drop just yet. We're going to start to bend the standing leg. Wrap that right leg over the left, wrapping it once or twice if you can, keeping those hands in prayer at heart center, slowly starting to sit down into this pose. We're coming into eagle pose here. We can add the stretch in the arms. We're going to take the arms up in front of us. We're going to wrap the left arm over the right. So we wrap the left elbow over the right, and then we clasp the hands together, pushing the arms away from the body. Trying to bring the body into one nice straight line here. Continue to breathe, continue to look through that focus point. Then when you're ready to release, we're going to release the arms slowly, take them out to the side. Slowly start to lift back up, releasing that right leg. Release it down and give the left ankle a good roll out. It's going to feel really stiff after that. But well done. The balancing poses are always a little tricky. So good job, everyone. We're going to move on to the opposite side now. We're not done just yet. So finding your focus point once more in front of you. Getting solid on both feet. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Allow the toes to be soft. Look through that focus point with a nice soft gaze. And then start to shift the body weight onto the right leg. Let's bring the hands into prayer at heart center once more. And start to lift that left knee up in front of us. Just allowing it to hover. Finding your balance here. Then we're going to take the left hand to the left knee. We're going to take the right arm out to the side of the body and start to open that left knee up, coming in to our hand to toe position. Maybe staying here with the knee out at the side, or if you want to go deeper, you hook the fingers between the big toe and start to straighten the leg out. Finding whatever level feels right for you. If it's too difficult to keep the leg straight, you can even bend the knee here, but still have the toe hooked. It doesn't necessarily have to be a straight leg. Finding whatever feels challenging for you here. Then we're going to bend the knee, place the flat of the foot either onto the thigh or onto the calf. Let's move into tree pose. So now the left hip is opened up, the left knee is out to the side, and we're rooting the left foot through the right leg. Taking the arms up to the sky. Trikonasana, our tree pose. Breathe deeply. Finding our stillness. Going to bring the hands into prayer at heart center. Then we're going to release the knee in front of us, not letting it drop just yet. We bend the standing leg, we wrap the left leg over the right, wrapping it once or twice, starting to sit down into this eagle position. Then we're going to bring the arms up in front of us. This time the right arm goes over the left, so the right elbow comes over the left elbow. And then we clasp the hands together, pushing the arms away from the body, trying to come into a nice straight line. Continue to breathe. Then we release the arms. We release the legs. We're going to drop that left foot back down and give the right ankle a good roll out. Good job. Give both legs a little shake here. Let's try and shake off those balancing poses. Release all that stiffness. And then come back to the top of the mat. Coming back to mountain pose. A nice faithful mountain pose. Here we can close down the eyes, relax in the breath. On your next inhale, sweeping the arms up to the sky. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands. Step or jump back to your plank. Take your vinyasa, either dropping the knees or coming full chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, take that right leg up to the sky. This time we're going to put a bend in the knee and stack the hips, try to open that right hip up. Then we're going to bring the right knee forward, planting it between the hands. We're going to rotate this time the back foot so it's in line with the back of the mat. Front knee is bent, back leg is strong and straight, and we rise up into our warrior two position. So here the arms are over each leg. I'm going to spin around. Arms are over each leg, front knee is bent, back leg strong and straight, and we can look straight over that front hand. Feeling the strength of this pose. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to put a bend in the front arm, come down towards the knee and reach the right arm up and overhead. Then as you exhale, we're going to rise back up. Take the left arm back behind us, right arm goes up to the sky. Reverse warrior. Inhale, bend the front arm, come down into side angle. Exhale, left arm goes back behind us, right arm up to the sky. Inhale, come down towards the front knee, side angle. Exhale, come back, reverse warrior. Beautiful. Just continuing to flow with the rhythm of your breath here. Noticing how these poses just start to loosen up as you work through them. One more time, inhale to the front knee. Exhale to reverse warrior. This time, staying in reverse warrior, we're going to straighten the front leg. So now both legs should be straight. We're going to bring that right arm down, coming into straight arms here, and reach the front arm forward as far as we can until we can't reach anymore. When we can't reach more, we're going to rotate down, coming into triangle pose. So bringing the right hand to the inside of the right leg, and the left arm goes up to the sky. Here we're pushing the hips forward, rolling the top shoulder back. So the chest should be open here. We're not dumping the front body down towards the mat. We want to roll that chest open, look up to the sky. From here, we're going to rise all the way up to standing. Take the hands onto the hips and rotate that right foot so it's in line with the left. So now both our feet are facing in the same direction. We're going to use the hands on the hips and push the hips back, bring the chest forward, and come all the way forward and down for a wide leg forward fold. Allowing the hands to hang in the center of the mat. Here you can relax the head and the neck down. Just give them a little shake. If you want to go deeper into this forward fold, you can start to walk the hands behind the legs, almost like you're trying to thread your body through the hole. Continue to breathe deeply here. Bring the hands back to center, and then we're going to walk the hands over towards the right ankle, bringing the head and the chest down towards the right knee. Feeling the extra stretch along the back of the right leg. Then we walk the hands back through center, this time over towards the left ankle, bringing the head and the chest down towards the left knee. We bring the hands back to the center of the mat. Then we take them onto the hips. And slowly we're going to start to peel the top half of the body back up as we rise up to standing. Beautiful. And now we're going to face that left foot towards the top of the mat. Put a bend in the knee. Take the arms up over each leg. So we're coming into warrior two on the opposite side. So we're looking straight over that front hand. Feeling the strength of this warrior pose. The hips are opened up to the side, the front knee is bent, the back leg is nice and straight. As you inhale, we're going to put a bend in the arm, come down towards the knee, reach the right arm up overhead, side angle pose. Then as you exhale, we take the right arm back behind us, left arm goes up to the sky, reverse warrior. Look straight towards the left hand in the sky. Inhale, bring the left arm down to the knee, side angle. Exhale, right arm back behind us, left arm up to the sky, reverse warrior. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, reverse warrior. Continue to move with your breath here. Exhale. At the pace that feels right for you. On your next exhale, we meet back in reverse warrior with the left hand up to the sky, front knee bent. Then slowly we start to straighten the front leg. So both our legs are now straight. We bring the arms over each leg. We reach that left arm, the front arm forward as far as we can. And then we rotate down, coming into triangle, bringing the left hand to the inside of the left leg. And the right arm goes up to the sky. Pushing the hips forward, rolling the top shoulder back. Try to get that body into a nice straight line as seen from the side. So imagining if there were two books between a bookcase, you could essentially slide your body through between those books here. That's what we're aiming for in this pose. Then slowly we rise all the way back up. We take the hands onto the hips. We rotate that left foot so it's in line with the right. Both our feet are facing in the same direction once more. Keeping the hands on the hips, pushing the hips back, bringing the chest forward. Once more, we come all the way forward and down for a wide leg forward fold. Place the hands in the center of the mat. Allow the head and the neck to relax. From here, we're going to use the hands on the mat and just start to bounce the body a little bit up and down. Playing with this forward fold. Noticing as you go a little bit deeper, you can feel the back of the legs really working here. Then slowly we're going to start to inch the feet back in towards one another. Coming all the way back to our forward fold. Putting a generous bend in the knees if you need to try and drop the chest towards the thighs. We take the hands onto the elbows. We allow the head and the neck to hang. And we give a little swing from side to side. Ragdoll. Beautiful. Then from here, we drop the hands back down towards the mat. We start to inch the feet back out, coming till they're a little bit more than hip width apart. And then we're going to drop the hips down towards the mat, opening the knees out to the side, coming into a yoga squat. So here we're bringing the elbows between the knees. to try and open the hips up here. We can bring the hands into prayer at heart center. The chest is open, the heart is open. We're looking up towards the sky. And here, noticing how those hips are feeling after all that work that we've been doing today. They should feel a lot more open right now. Continue to breathe deeply. From here, we're going to drop down onto the buttocks and come to a seated position. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, clasping the soles of the feet with the hands, and start to bounce the knees out. Coming into bound ankle pose here. Again, just checking in with those hips, noticing how they're feeling as you give a little rock from side to side. Beautiful. Then we're going to bring the knees up, spin round to the side. So now we've got mat space in front of us and some mat space behind us. Taking the arms by the side of the body, one vertebrae at a time, we're slowly going to start to lower all the way down towards the mat. Coming until we're just an inch off the mat. Engaging the core to keep yourself lifted here. And then drop. Nice. Hug the knees into the chest. Let's give a little rock from side to side. Massage the spine. Keeping the knees hugged into the chest, we're going to use the right hand on the top of the left knee and guide both knees over towards the right side. So here we're coming into a spinal twist. We want to keep both shoulder blades flat on the mat. So the shoulder blades are not lifting, the top half of the back is still flush against the mat. So coming as far as you can before the shoulder blades start to lift. We can use the right hand on the top of that left knee just to keep the knees guided. If you want to go deeper, you can start to push that left knee down towards the ground. If you do that, ensuring that the left shoulder doesn't release. If it does, you need to come back a little. This is a really good spinal twist. We'll release the toxins trapped in the vertebrae. Then we bring the knees back to center. This time we take the left hand on the top of the right knee and we guide the knees over towards the left side. Again, keeping both shoulder blades flat against the mat here. Using the left hand just to push that right knee down a little bit deeper. Continue to breathe deeply here, maybe noticing with each exhale, you can twist a little deeper. It tends to be on the exhales that we can get deeper into these poses. Then we rotate back to center, hugging both knees back into the chest. We give a little rock from side to side. Taking the hands onto the knees, we're going to separate the knees so that they're coming out towards the side of the body now. We bring the arms to the inside of the legs and then we grab hold of the soles of the feet from the outside, coming to bent leg happy baby. Here we can continue to rock from side to side on the spine. But here ensuring that the head and the neck are relaxed. They should be lying down on the mat. We don't want to be hunching up here. And also ensuring that the tailbone is not lifting too far up off the mat here. We want to try and push the tailbone so that it's coming down as close to the mat as we can get it.
So really you should try to be feeling the entire length of the spine pushing against the mat here. As you pull down on the soles of the feet, you're really trying to drive the spine against the mat. This opens up through the hips, through the groin area. Lovely one for releasing any tension in that area. Then from here, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together in the air, pushing the soles of the feet together so that they give each other a little kiss. And then we drop the feet down towards the mat. Here, the knees are opened up, the hips are opened up, and we're coming into our reclined bound angle pose. You can just give a little rock from side to side on the buttocks here. Allow the hips to drop open, allow the knees to drop open. That little shuffle helps us to do that. We're going to take one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the chest. Close down the eyes. Relax in the breath. Drawing a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with sound. Let's do that again. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with sound. With that exhale, noticing how the entire body melts towards the mat. The body is so happy to be laid down right now. All of that energy that we have just created pulsing through the body. Focus your mind on that feeling, enjoy that feeling. Then from here, one leg at a time, we're going to start to straighten out each of those legs, allowing them to flop to each side. Take the arms out towards the sides of the body, palms facing up to the sky. Making any necessary last-minute adjustments that you need to here to allow the body to completely relax. Let's just start to scan the body, starting at the toes. Start to scan up the body mentally here, just checking in with how all the muscles, all those body parts are feeling. As you start to scan upwards through the soles of the feet, the ankles, the calves, at any point, if you hit upon a muscle that is still engaged, still working, I want you to make those adjustments, make those shuffles that you need to allow that muscle to relax, softening in the body. Then continue with your body scan. Moving up through the thighs, the hips, to the belly. While all of the muscles are soft here, we can still feel that gentle rise and fall off the belly with the breath. Then scanning through the chest, the shoulders. Backs of the shoulders feeling like they're melting towards the mat. The arms, the backs of the hands, supported against the floor beneath us. The fingers soft. Noticing the neck, the back of the head. Then coming towards your facial muscles. If you feel like you're frowning, just spending a moment here to straighten that brow line. Allow your facial muscles to relax. Allow your lips to be soft. Now that we feel that relaxation in the physical body, it's time to turn our focus to our mind. So any stresses, any thoughts about the rest of the day that may have started to creep into your consciousness, we're going to sweep those thoughts away. They do not concern us right now. This Shavasana is for you to completely relax, to step away from those thoughts, those stresses, your daily life. So allow yourself this well-deserved break. Bring the focus of your mind to your breath. Focusing on the rhythm of your breath. Focusing on the sensation on the inhale. Relaxation with the exhale. And allow the idea of your breath to completely fill your mind. Notice the feeling on the inside of your nostril. Notice the feeling at the back of your throat. Notice the feeling in the top of the chest. Notice the feeling in the middle of the chest. Notice the feeling in the soft belly area. Notice the feeling in the entire body. Sit with your breath. Enjoy your breath. Now as we continue to focus on the rhythm of the breath, slowly we're going to start to add a little movement back into the physical body. And slowly going to start to wriggle the fingers and toes, reawakening the muscles. And the next inhale, stretching the arms up overhead. And bringing the knees up in towards the chest, hugging the knees in. Slowly giving it a little rock from side to side. And in your own time, whenever you feel ready, rolling over onto one side before pressing yourself back up into a cross-leg seated position. Here, sitting up straight and tall. Rolling the shoulders up and down the back. Taking the hands out onto the knees. Drawing in a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with sound. Bring the hands into prayer at heart center. Use this space to show your mind and your body gratitude. I thank you for showing up on your mat today, giving yourself this space and time. I want to thank all of you for practicing with me today, wherever you are, whatever time it is there. Thank you very much for showing up. I hope that I can continue to practice with you in the future. And namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing. And I hope to see you soon. Bye everyone.